Pyeongchang 2018, stories to watch. Skeleton. The roots of the sport came from sledding. Skeleton made its Olympic debut in 1928. Then, after a 20-year hiatus, returned again. It was then discontinued for decades before 2002, when it found smooth sliding again on the Olympic program. In Pyeongchang, there will be separate competitions for men and women consisting of 4 runs apiece, with the total aggregate times determining placements. The skeleton events will take place at the Olympic Sliding Center, which will host luge and bobsleigh events. The venue will house 7,000 spectators watching a course over 1,300 meters long. The track drops from 940 meters at the start to 800 meters at the finish at an average tilt of 9.5 degrees. What do Formula One drivers and Olympic skeleton athletes have in common? The answer later on Stories to Watch. Lizzie Arnold won the gold medal at the 2014 Olympics, where she led after each round of the competition. She won the world title a year later. Lizzie goes by the nickname She-Ra, an animated character known as the Princess of Power. Lizzie skipped the 2015-16 season after suffering from burnout. She married sled engineer James Roach and now lives in southwest England in the house originally owned by 2010 Olympic champ Amy Williams. In 2008, she attended UK Sports Girls for Gold talent search, hoping to become an equestrian rider. Instead, UK Sport introduced her to the skeleton. Lucky them. For all of Germany's success in the sliding sports, Jacqueline Lelling will try to win her nation's first ever Olympic gold medal in skeleton. In 2012, she became her sport's first ever Youth Olympic Games gold medalist. Now Jacqueline enters Pyeongchang as the youngest woman to win a world skeleton gold. Jacqueline has worked for the federal police and comes from Central Siegerland. She draws inspiration in her career from the German football team's victory in the World Cup in Brazil in 2014. The 5 best countries in skeleton start with Italy in 5th. Switzerland stands 4th with 3 overall. In 3rd place, Canada, winners of 2 gold, 4 overall. Great Britain holds 6 total medals in its history, and the USA is at the top with 3 gold and 8 overall medals. At age 33, Martins Dukars is one of the greatest skeleton athletes in history. He has won World Championship gold 5 times and the European Championships 8 straight seasons. He walked away from Sochi with his 2nd straight Olympic medal. Martin's ultimate goal is to stand on top of the medal podium in Pyeongchang. His father, Danis, was head coach of the national team and managed a track in Sigulda. Those long hours sliding on that track paved a career that led him to being honored as Latvia's flag bearer in the opening ceremony at the Olympics in 2010. Martins lists his favorite book as the Da Vinci Code, but the only mystery he wants to crack is how to put Latvia at the top of the podium. First-time Olympian Axel Jungk was 4th in the World Cup circuit last season, and the German has been steadily knocking on the door of the podium places. Axel often makes accommodations in his training for lingering back problems. Doing so helped him to win the silver medal at the 2017 World Championships. Now he has his eye on other competitors.
I think there are 2 men to beat, Martins Dukars and Yoon Sung Bin. I think these both guys will be very hard to beat.
Yoon Sung Bin became the first Korean to win a World Cup skeleton event when he edged Martin Dukars at a competition in 2016. As an 18-year-old high school senior, he won his first national title after just 3 months of training. Yoon's hometown is in the south of the country in Jeonju, less well known for winter sports than lantern raising festivals and bullfighting. No Korean athlete has won an Olympic medal in a sliding sport. Did you know that skeleton will field its first black athlete at Pyeongchang? Akwasi Frimpong from Ghana, who learned skeleton while studying in the U.S. Janine Flach became the first Austrian woman to compete in the skeleton at the last games. Then she won her country's first overall World Cup skeleton title in 2015. She began 2017 late because she needed physical therapy. In her words, "My body was a single construction site." Off the ice, she began studying yoga and Pilates and took time to cook her own meals. Janine said the single vision that pushed her through was the thought of an Olympic medal. Tina Hermann won gold in the individual and mixed team event at the World Championships in 2017.
To become an Olympian is a really big dream, and to fight for the medals.
Tina is a very consistent slider with an uncanny ability to find the most navigatable line in changing weather conditions. The poorer the weather, the better her chances. Did you guess the answer to our question? Skeleton athletes share something important with open-wheel drivers in Formula One. It's G-forces. Both fight more than 5 times the force of gravity. The Olympic competition will take place over 3 days, with the men completing 2 runs each on February 15th and 16th, and the women taking their turns on the 16th and 17th. The Olympic Winter Games in Pyeongchang set to begin February 9th. Fill your knowledge tank by watching other episodes on Olympic Channel.